Yo, what's good with y'all? Bizarre here, back with another VV video. And today I'm going to be explaining to y'all exactly everything you should know about the skill tree. Everyone's gonna have a hard time with this. This is like a new thing the game has implemented into Roblox. Some people might be familiar with the skill web, but some people aren't. So I'm trying to be here to explain this to y'all, exactly how this works, what you should put your stats into, what you should look out for, and exactly what you want to do when you're making your build. So let's get started real quick. Right here, I'm going to explain build points first, which is just your player stats. These are your player stats. Nothing in the skill tree will be affected by this, nor your build weed. This is just your player. The reserves, you can read, it's your Reiatsu. This is how much Reiatsu you're going to have. Haste is how much lower your cooldowns are going to be for your skills in your tree. So this is a good stat to put into. I messed up by not going too much, but it is really good because it will reduce your cooldowns and you will have a faster rate regen. And then this potency, a lot of people have trouble with potency because they don't really know how it works. A lot of people think this is your M1 scaling, this is your strength scaling, but that's not true. Potency, what it does is when you M1 someone, it will higher your posture dealt to them. So that means you will be doing more posture to people. If I can give any type of example, it's probably like Kendo and Type Soul because it's a high posture tree. So what you will be doing is you will be M1ing a lot and doing a lot of posture. So it's faster for you to guard break people if they don't parry your M1s. And what this does also is it scales with your skill strength. This scales your skill strength. So let's go right here in my tree. Let's bring up a random skill, Clone Strike. Basically, if I have a lot of potency, it will make my skill do more damage. So this is not M1 scaling, but it is skill scaling. You will be doing more damage with your skills the more potency you have in. But again, this game isn't as skill based as most games on the platform, so you will have to look out for that. Metal is basically your posture, how fast you can get guard broken depending on what you go. You don't have to go metal. It is good that you do because you can block a lot more moves when you have a lot into the stats and more M1s, especially if someone has high potency. You probably want to have some metal so you don't get guard broken too easily. And Shumpo, I personally didn't go any stats here simply because I don't really care about flash stepping. Shumpo is literally just your flash step. It increases your stamina on flash step and how fast you flash step or how far you go. I don't think it's that big of a deal in this game to be able to flash step a lot or quickly. Maybe for some other people, but for me, I don't think so. Getting that out of the way, let's go to your attribute points, which is this tree right here on the bottom left. But you have strength, speed, Kido, and Hakuda. All this affects is what moves you can unlock on what. Here, my build currently is 225 speed, and I'm going into more strength because I want to go the strength speed hybrid. So obviously you can see multiple skills require a certain amount of speed or strength to go. So this is your entire build. This is what skills you'll be getting, how you'll be fighting, and what your player base will. This will affect your entire build. This is exactly what your build is, what skills you'll be getting, and how you'll be fighting people. So this is what you have to put a lot of thought into. As you can see, almost all of the trees have a hybrid except for Kido. Kido is just Kido on every race. I'm currently on a Quincy. As you can see, they're just Kido skills for your race. You cannot go, if you're going Kido and you want to go full Kido, I would recommend to just stick to Kido because there is no hybrid for this tree. There's no nodes you need to unlock for scaling. Everything here is just Kido based. However, Hakuda has a Kido hybrid, a strength hybrid, even speed actually. So Hakuda has a lot of ways to go. Strength, you can say the same, has speed. Kido, you can go between that and speed as well. Strength and Kido, you can switch it up, do whatever you want. And then that is it for the trees. There are 4 trees. I would say currently the best tree is Hakuda, but it really depends on your playstyle. But I would say this is the strongest tree and probably the easiest to play because it's high damage, quicker M1s, and everything about it is just very strong. Strength, honestly, is an okay tree. I wouldn't hate on it. Obviously not on the top like Hakuda, but it is a pretty strong tree. And actually you could go the, I wanted to go this actually on my Aron card, the keto variant with strength. I like this as a very cool move. I've seen it showcased by some people and it does a lot of damage. You know, I feel like it's a nice move, an ultimate skill. And speed is what I'm currently going. Speed is pretty broken. I won't lie, it's very fast. You have a lot of TPs in this tree. I went the strength note because I didn't want to just go full speed. I wanted to have some other cool moves like this especially. But that's mainly how the tree works. There's also the keto hybrid if you want to go. You have dragon cleaver as your big skill on this tree. But that's about it for the skill trees alone, like how your attribute works. And there's Misc. Misc is your passives basically. You should unlock all of these. All of these that I have unlocked are a requirement. You should have these unlocked regardless. These 4 over here you don't need to unlock, but take note that if you unlock one, you will not be able to unlock the other. So vice versa, you can only go one side. For Sens, you can hold off on upgrading it if you guys would like. It's only soul tokens to boost and level, but this is literally just your C. This will say, yeah, it'll show you basically someone's level, exactly how many studs they are away, and it's just an upgrade towards how much you can tell from your C move. That is it for the web. That's how the web works. Everything you can go. At the end of the video, I will be including some builds that are strong, very nice to use, and work well together as skills, so you can use it in either PvP or PvE. I will be giving mainly PvP over PvE because I would like you guys to kind of prioritize that, especially since you want to get good at combat in this game. Then there's skill points. These skill points are extremely straightforward. It's just how much you need, how much you want to use for your skill. Over here, for example, I need to use 8 skill points just to unlock this node. There's certain nodes that you need. You see right here, 2 skill points. Those are the things you use to unlock nodes. However, there's more to them because you can actually upgrade skills. As you can see, I have this skill at level 3 because I have upgraded it. You can hover over your skills and actually see what they do when they are upgraded. So you can look into what you think is good, what you think might be great for your build, and upgrade that skill alone. So you can use your skill points into leveling your skills. This will affect the damage, any type of stun, or give it a certain passive. So these are useful. You will want to look out for good moves with good upgrades and then use your skill points on that. However, you don't need to use your skill points on that because there's this thing called Ascension Fragments. If you see here in the top right, they are a rare drop. I don't really remember exactly how to get them, but they are obtainable and they are pretty rare. But what they do is simply upgrade your skill. They are used only for upgrading skills. So instead of spending right here, I'd have to spend another 2 skill points to upgrade my thing. You can just go ahead and use an Ascension Fragment and it'll give you 1 skill level. So those are the best probably if you don't want to spend skill points and kind of prioritize going more skills instead of upgrading lower ones. That is everything you need to know for your skill tree in vvultimatum. Take all of that into your mind, take a mental note, make sure you make a great build so you can be amazing at this game's PvP with a broken build, because you all know that broken builds are what make these games. So find your broken build, you know, see what's crazy, see what's not, experiment a little. However, for the people that are new and don't want to get into experimenting a build, I will be putting up on the screen right now what skill trees or what builds you should go that are very strong, work amazing with this game. So I'll just put those up on the screen right now. Try to go those, try those out. I can promise you they are good builds. You just have to get used to them. These builds will actually be great on our Ron cards, especially because of their passives. Instead, we'll be able to buff their trees with passives on the race. Anyways, yeah, that is all. Make sure you try those builds. Make sure you make your good skill tree. Thank you guys for watching. That'll be all. Subscribe, hit the bell, like, and comment what you'd like to see next on VV. Peace.